say the word dogs, many adults in the room may think of a sweet and friendly pet, but get flustered when I mention that Gen Z actually uses it as a term for feet. Similarly, the expression to let someone cook could signify something food-related. However, Gen Z actually uses it as a term to let someone think out their thoughts. Hello, my name is Suhani, and as I'm growing older, I have begun to realize there are so many rules and regulations, and I've begun to question everything said around me, which probably drives my parents a bit crazy. If our simple day-to-day language has gone through a paradigm shift, imagine how we process the rules and regulations that were created hundreds of years ago and have not been reset since. In an ever-changing world where things are constantly changing in weeks, I believe that we have an opportunity to challenge the status quo and do a global reset. The legal age of many things was set hundreds of years ago, when the overall community of the world was much more reserved and technology was just coming into play. For example, in the 1900s was when the legal age of driving was set to 18. However, at this time, the cars were incredibly difficult to maneuver, ran on steam, and used stick shifts. This, compared to the technology we have today, such as self-driving cars and smart navigating systems, is a huge difference, and it is simply not practical to still abide by those ancient rules. Most of us here are Gen Z, growing up around various methods of social media, where we also get most of our information from. Growing up around these forms of social media has made me mature much faster, and I am sure a lot of us now are much more aware of current global issues that surround us. The current generations have been proven to mature physically much faster as compared to the previous generations, which can form a link to the legal ages. Studies at Texas A&M College of Medicine proved that girls used to hit puberty around the ages of 16 to 17, and now that age has decreased to 12 or 13. Similarly, for boys, the previous age of hitting puberty was 11, and now it is 10. All of this and the rapid decrease in maturing ages can also mean that the youth of today can be trusted to make choices and flourish into independence much sooner. This can link to the legal ages because presumed maturity was what the legal age was based off of. And now that the age of maturing has gone down, the legal ages could also look for a decrease. The amount of information that we have today must be unimaginable to the people of the past. The maturing ages and the growing mindsets everyone has implemented are finally coming into place. Contemplate on it. All the adults in the room, when you were of the age that your teens are at now, did you have the same amount of access to information that they do? Brand new technologies, social media, and I guarantee much more freedom and awareness on current issues. Despite this, everybody still faces discrimination, and our growth is still staggered due to rules that were not made for today. Visualize a world where we speak up and try to regenerate these rules and ideologies. We can look upon a world that is much more diverse and inclusive, one with rules that do not stop us, but in turn help us flourish, resetting the boundaries and artificial barriers, making them limitless so that we can be more embracing and accepting, for society of the current world to reform the past and continue to develop. Global reset. 2 words, yet so incredibly difficult to achieve under the current circumstances, especially with the rules and the world issues every person faces every single day. By making this global reset a reality, we can look upon a world that embraces equality and equity, and as a whole makes our daily lives more inclusive. To make this global reset a reality, we need to speak up. Do not conform with ideologies you do not agree with, and project your voice. Let the world know how you feel, because together we can make a change for the better, to modify the old rules and continue to develop into a better world for today. Nowadays, old mindsets have progressive thinking, but old rules remain the same, and it all relies on you expressing your ideas and breaking down the imaginary boundaries to build up a world that strives for equality in this day and age. So be a part of this global reset, because we can all do it together. Thank you.